Hi boys and girls, Miss Erica here. I'm so happy we are back doing our toddler classes, whether you're coming into the rec department or you are doing these classes with me online. It's so great to have you back. And our very first activity today is we are going to be making Play-Doh. It's the very same Play-Doh that Miss Erica always made for our classes at the rec department. So I figured this is something fun that you can do with an adult at home. And it's most important that you do it with an adult because we have to use the stove. So mom or dad are definitely gonna have to be part of this, okay? So you have all of your ingredients. That's the best part. So what you're gonna first do, and the only thing you need at home is a cup of water, a pan, and something to stir with. So I have a spatula. There it is. Hello. So what you're gonna first do is you are gonna pour your water, 1 cup of water, into your pan, just like that. And then you're gonna take your little container that says 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. We have this cute little container here. And then you're also going to put that right in the water. And I want you to look at how the water and the oil separate. See, they don't like mix together, they separate. And it's kind of fun to just look at that and see how the oil moves on top of the water. And now here's a very important decision that you have to make at home. You have to decide what color Play-Doh you want to make. So you have all of these wonderful food coloring: yellow, blue, red, and green. So I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make some blue Play-Doh. So I'm going to put a couple drops into the water. And it's important that you do this first before you mix any of the dry ingredients. This way the color, once you're playing with the Play-Doh, won't stick to your hand. So make sure you do this. And now I have this beautiful blue water with the oil in it, okay? So we haven't used the stove yet. Now we have this beautiful blue color. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to take all of our dry ingredients. We have our 1/3 cup of salt, and we're gonna pour that in to the pot. And then we're gonna take our 1 cup of flour, and we're gonna pour that in. Here we go, here we go. And then we have 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Now I use cream of tartar, this special ingredient, because it keeps the Play-Doh nice and fresh. So you can have this Play-Doh for a while, especially if you store it in one of your airtight bags. So you can reuse these bags. Now we have this gorgeous pile of the dry ingredients mixed with the wet. And now this is when mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, they're going to come and help you. They're gonna do this part, because what you need to do over low heat, you need to slowly turn and mix everything together. So you're gonna be mixing it just like this. Woo! And it's gonna start to kind of get really hard, really like lumpy, and all of the dry ingredients are now becoming wet. And the key is to make excellent Play-Doh is to keep stirring. You just keep stirring, make sure everything is combining together nicely. And then all of a sudden, you're gonna notice that it's gonna start to get really lumpy. So it goes from a liquid stage to a very lumpy stage, and that's what we want. So right now it's kind of smooth. It almost looks like when I make pancakes or waffles with my kids, it kind of looks like that batter. So you're gonna keep on stirring. It might take about maybe 5 minutes. And you're gonna keep stirring, stirring, stirring. And then you're gonna get an amazing Play-Doh as your end result. Now, when you take it out, it's gonna be hot. So make sure you don't touch it right away. The adult will put it on a flat mat for you. Like I have one of Sadie's placemats, so we're gonna put it right there. We're gonna let it cool, and then you knead it. You knead it, kneading is like a baker's technique. You basically massage it and you flip it over, and I'll show you how I like to knead it. That's always the fun part for me. And then it becomes this wonderful pile of Play-Doh that you can use lots of. Maybe if you have cookie cutters at home, you can use. So it's still pretty, looking like that consistency of the batter, even cake batter. All right, so keep going. You can turn up the heat a little bit if you want. And if you notice too, it kind of smells. Mine smells a little bit. It smells very salty to me. Nothing like I would want to eat. Ooh, now it's getting a little bit more tough to stir because it's getting big lumps and chunks like mashed potatoes. So, oh, I have to use more muscle in order to move the ingredients around. It's getting lumpy, very, very lumpy. And let me show you how it's going to look. It's gonna stick to the bottom of the pan. So I would suggest too, maybe using an old pan. It will definitely come off the bottom of the pan, but if you have an old one, it's probably just better to use. All right, so let me show you the lumpy part. See, now it's getting a little less liquidy and more like Play-Doh. You see it? Very lumpy bumpy. So I'm gonna probably say that we only really need to do this for another minute. How's yours coming out at home? Good? What color did you make? Oh, you made red? I love it. Who said purple? Who made purple? What 2 colors did you add together to make purple? Blue and red. Very good. Oh, so good. And now at this point, it's turned into a ball. You could see this. See? It went from a liquid state to more of a solid state. So I would say this is pretty good. So I'm gonna carefully put it out onto my placemat. And see how the bottom of the pan, some of the ingredients have stuck to it. So I'm gonna fill this with water and let this cool and sit in the sink. Now the Play-Doh, ooh, it's really warm to touch. So what I want you to do is let it cool for a little bit, and then you're gonna do that technique where you knead it. Meaning you're gonna play with it and you're gonna mush it around. And this is gonna be your Play-Doh that you can play with. Isn't it great? And the more you knead it like it's dough, the softer it's going to get. So this is a fantastic Play-Doh. And it was so simple. We did that in less than 10 minutes. And remember to put it in your airtight bag in order to keep it for a long, long time. Excellent. Please enjoy your Play-Doh and send us pictures. Thank you. Bye, everyone.